Yes. Can you see this? Yeah.
Sabina, you can mute. Okay. Tell me when we are going live, okay?
We are live now, ma'am. We can start.
We can start. Okay. Good evening, everybody. So before I start off, I want to play a song. We'll go green and make the air so clean. Help the children see the blue sky. Let us all unite and try. Let's make the world go green. All right. So here we are today from Enajuri, and I'm Roshmi Saikia, hosting this show from our department. And we have here with us one of the most eminent musician of our time, who is rocking still. And I would like to, before introducing our speaker tonight, we would like to just speak on a little bit about what is Enajuri. So basically, Enajuri is a non-profit organization which has been handled by Dutta from the year 2017. And we are catering to a lot of verticals where we take care of, we have animal welfare, we have gender and sexuality. We also cater to different kind of welfare work, catering to LGBT and other. Uh, Here, I am hosting this show tonight for art and craft. And as the name suggests, art and craft also takes us through a world of imagination. And it's a lesson where we basically talk about fusions, we talk about artificial illusions of light and camera. We also try to talk about, I mean, here in this job, in this department, what we do is that we usually invite eminent speakers, eminent musicians. We call on cartoonists, painters, entrepreneurs, and we have kind of, as of now, handled more than 100 webinars so far. And here today, it gives me immense pride to say that Enajuri also uh, basically motivates young minds who are trying to be an entrepreneur by itself, and they kind of try to take care of different prospects of life, and we try to kind of find their life histories, their success and their failures. So before we move ahead, I want to introduce who is known for his musical illusions, and he's none other than Sumon Kalyan Doctor. And he is a singer, he is a writer, he's a musician of Western as well as Assamese songs. He has, he's the lead vocalist of the reputed band SKD, which is from Guwahati, Assam. And Sumanda has been basically singing a lot of songs, and he also has been associated with Bollywood as well as abroad. And he has been undergoing a lot of new projects as well right now, which we are going to hear from him. So Sumanda, welcome to our webinar. I'm extremely sorry that it took a lot of time because of the technical glitch that we faced tonight. And welcome once again.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening,
Good evening.
everyone.
So I want to first know about your journey. মানে অকমান যদি আপনি আপনার কথা মানে ইন্ট্রোডাকশন তো সবাই জানে, আপোনাক চিনিও পাই বাৰু, কিন্তু আমি অকমান আপোনাৰ মুখৰ পৰা শুনিব খুজো যে how did you start off and what is Sumanda for all of us?
Okay. Firstly, I'm born and bred in Guwahati. I was born in the year 1966 to a family of doctors.
Mm-hmm.
My parents both were renowned doctors of this part of the country as well as India. My mom, Dr. Dipali Dutta, was a renowned psychiatrist. My father,
Okay.
Dr. Sarat Chandra Datta, he was a urologist. So I happened to be on the other side. Somehow I didn't go towards that same line which my parents went.
Mm-hmm.
All the while I was into sports. Before coming into singing, I was a sportsman. I started playing for the Assam state, represented Assam in nationals and table tennis. Singing started, I guess, overnight.
Okay.
All till the time I moved into the stage and the circuits, I was basically a bathroom singer. And
Mm-hmm.
there were a couple of people who actually found out and tried to find out my talent because they thought that I had a good voice. And since my childhood, I was pampered into Western music. And when I was in class 3, I was a student of Nichols English High School, one of the best schools in Guwahati those days, in Pan Bazaar. So when I was in class 3, we had a period for music for about 45 minutes. This period was for 4 times in a week. And I was really influenced by the teacher who used to make us study music for this 45 minutes. She actually pulled me up and made me start to listen to Western music. And I would definitely want to take her name. Her name was Jessica Momin. And she was the one who actually pushed me to sing a lot of earlier Western music like Daniel Boone, Carpenters, ABBA, and then Beatles. So she was the one who influenced me to, start singing. Not only that, she thought that I was a versatile singer at the age of about, when I was in class 3, I might be about 7, 8 years old, 9 years old. So she thought that I had an inclination for singing. So every time she used to make me stand on the corner of the class and make me sing songs of Kishore Kumar, Jayanta Hazarika, and many Western singers. That's how it started off, actually. Then from class 3, I moved to different schools where I moved into sports. Uh, Roshmi, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, can you? I don't see anyone. Anyways,
Ah,
I hope
yes, sir.
Roshmi is there.
Yeah, she's there. She might have some network
Can you
issue.
all hear me?
Yeah, we are live now and all
All
can
right,
hear you.
all right. Anyways, that's the journey. Once I moved into class 6, 7, 8, I was mostly into sports. I was playing cricket. I was playing table tennis, and then my first stage performance was in class 3, in the school itself. And I also believe that everything starts from school only, whether it's singing, whether it's any kind of extempore speech or debate or quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody try to catch you young.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in class 11,
Mm-hmm.
uh, my brother, he's also a psychiatrist. He's settled in US.
Okay.
He was the one who saw talent in me, and he used to play guitar and he used to accompany me as a backing vocals.
Mm-hmm.
We were known in Guwahati at a very tender age as, Imon and Simon.
Okay.
How that was related to Simon and Garfunkel. We used to
Yes.
sing their songs as a duet. We
Mm.
used to harmonize I used to take the lead. That's how we started off. Our first show was in District Library
Hmm.
when I was in class 11. My brother
Okay.
was just got into medical in Guwahati Medical
Okay.
College. That was in the year 84, 1984.
Hmm.
After getting the kick of getting into the stage and, try to take the entire crowd of about 1,000 people when I was in class 11, that's the day I got to know that I think I have a voice
Right.
which can keep the people silent for at
Hmm.
least half an hour or 45 minutes. So that was the day I thought that why not take it seriously.
Hmm.
So from there, I was very lucky to work with people like Dhruva Sharma, who
Hmm.
was like a brother to me. He's my neighbor also. In the year 82, 83, 85, 86, 88,
Hmm.
I was uh, brought in by Dhruva as a guest singer for his band called Friends.
Okay.
Those days, Friends was the band of Assam who
Hmm.
used to do Western music.
Hmm.
And we had great stalwarts like Kalyan who's in Bombay now. He was the lead guitar player.
Hmm.
We had Chandan Chakraborty on keyboards, Rakesh Barwa on bass,
Hmm.
Dhruva's brother Nobajyoti Sharma on drums, and Dhruva on main vocals and guitar. I happened to become a guest artist for them. We used to
Hmm.
jam together and we used to travel to places like Duliajan, Oil Club,
Hmm.
Oil Club, Margarita Club, all tea sector,
Hmm.
oil and tea sectors. We used to perform as friends.
Hmm.
And that's the journey which started off. And from that time onwards, I started looking into my singing as not as a full-time career,
Hmm.
but as a favorite pastime hobby.
Hmm.
And during those days, I was also working. And I was into corporate sales for a company called Modi Xerox.
Hmm.
I started my work as soon as I passed out my LLB.
Hmm.
I did my BCom Commerce, then I did my LLB. And immediately I joined Modi Xerox as a sales guy and worked from 1990 till 2000. During the time of working in the corporate sector,
Hmm.
I was lucky to have a 5-day week work culture way back in
Okay.
90.
Hmm.
And normally what happens is all these club meets and all these functions used to happen, events used to happen on weekends,
Hmm.
Saturdays and Sundays.
Hmm.
I used to finish my job and I used to get up on the bus, take the night bus and go to places like Dujajan, to Digboy,
Hmm.
to Jorhat, do the program 2 days, take the night bus again and come and join the morning session on Monday in my office.
Hmm.
So that was the kind of life we used to lead. Monday to Friday, work, work, work. After post office, we used to practice, and on weekends we used to perform. And till that time, it was all passion. It was not career. So we used to entertain people. Bottom line was like people should love us listening, and we used to play for long hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hours a show, and it was quite a fun. And through music, we used to meet different people from different walks of life. Some are TR owners, some are top corporate executives, MDs, and CEOs. So, music has really shown me a lot of nice people around. I have adopted a lot of good qualities of good people and always appreciative. These people liked music, and through music, they used to communicate.
Hmm.
I was pretty lucky to communicate with them through my music, and because of singing,
Hmm.
I became popular amongst a lot of people.
Hmm.
And as our topic tonight is about music shapes, saves, music heals.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Music, through music, you can do a lot of things. One can be a big time spokesman for the country through music. One
Hmm.
can bring in enmities and share away the enmities through music.
Hmm.
One can heal a particular person who's really down,
Hmm.
and music is always a healer. And we,
Right.
in music, in singing, in music, any form of music, we
Hmm.
don't have a barrier. There's no language. Music can be
Right.
any language. Now,
Yes.
coming back to language, I always look towards good tunes. It can be any
Hmm.
language. It doesn't mean that I do
Hmm.
Western, I keep sticking to Western music only. I listen to a lot of folk music. I listen to a lot of folk art.
Hmm.
Yeah, not only music, I go into photo exhibitions, I go into art exhibitions. Art as a whole and music as a whole is my forte. I really love looking into people who express themselves through a medium, whether be it music or be it art, be it dance format. So this is how we try to cater our, our individuality to the entire masses. So I've been writing songs which are basically based on humanity, reality, the basic realities of life, and my songs are mostly I have termed it as English. That means a combination of Hindi and English. Aslis and a combination of Assamese and English. These are all basically as I follow a lot of Western. I come from a Western background,
Hmm.
so it becomes convenient for me to put in a little bit of Western and English lyrics into the music.
Right. Hmm.
My style of music is based on Western origins,
Hmm.
and that's why I made a couple of songs for in Assamese also.
Hmm.
Songs like "Living Free," although the name is Western or English, but the song is mostly Ohomia
Hmm.
and English. I
Okay.
have in the year 2016, if I'm not wrong, I came out with a song called "Let's Go Green."
Okay.
As we know that we are struggling with the global warming process,
Hmm.
I had released one song on the World Environment Day on May
Hmm.
5th of 2016 with a song called "Let's Go Green." That's also
Hmm.
a message to the public, to the crowd, that let's make the world greener so that
Right.
we can have a fantastic life ahead. And
True.
for the last 2 years, we've been struggling for oxygen,
Hmm.
and
Very true.
these things crop up. For a singer like us, we basically
Right.
look into reality. At least I look into reality. I want to
Hmm.
do songs which are more into reality. It
Hmm.
talks about the day-to-day activities of people around
Hmm.
around us, and it's all about love, care, humanity. These are certain topics which I try to do songs, and I try to create songs on these particular lines. And in between, I had a band called Moonwind, and we were
Okay.
basically a bunch of happy-go-lucky people, good friends.
Okay.
And Moonwind happened in the year 1995
Hmm.
and went on till 2015.
Hmm.
And during this time, uh, we were picked up by the one of the biggest corporate company called ITC, Indian
Okay.
Tobacco Company,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
we were asked to write a song on friendship.
All right.
For their, they had come out with a particular division for cards.
Hmm.
That's called expressions.
Okay.
So from tobacco, they wanted to diverse their
Hmm.
business and they came into card business, greeting cards and all.
Hmm.
So on the Friendship Day, this was in 2005,
All right.
they wanted to see, they had a very nice notion is that they wanted to pick up some good local talent who
Okay.
will create a song for them on the
Hmm.
lines of friendship.
Hmm.
So we were lucky that we were spotted by this particular company and we
Okay.
did a song for them, which became a big hit in Northeast.
Right.
First time they were thinking of sending this song to the entire world, but
Hmm.
due to budgetary constraint,
Hmm.
they limited it to only Northeast.
Hmm.
And this song's name we have given Friends Forever.
Hmm.
It's a English song
Okay. Meenakshi, can
written.
you mute yourself?
Yes, it's a it's a English song,
Hmm.
combination of Hindi and English.
Okay.
So these are some of the songs which we have created,
Hmm.
and 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 we create songs which anyone can hum, you know,
Right.
and anyone can sing, and there are always punchline in the songs, which are
Hmm.
very general,
Hmm.
and one can relate to the songs.
Hmm.
So till now, we have done these kind of songs, and my band has been traveling throughout India
Hmm.
to various clubs.
Hmm.
We do our originals, plus we also do cover songs.
Right.
And as Bollywood has come in
Right.
since last almost about 10 years back,
Mhm.
so a band has to, work according to the trend.
True.
So earlier we used to, do uh, shows for 2 hours. In that
Hmm.
2 hours, we used to do about 70% Western songs.
Okay.
We had many more
Hmm.
Western listeners. Yeah.
Hmm.
Now, for the last about 10, 12 years, the scenario has changed a little bit.
All right.
If you play for 2 hours now, at least 50-50, 50% you play Western and 50% you have to do Bollywood because
Okay.
Bollywood has really come up big.
Mm-hmm.
And, and why Bollywood has come up big is because Bollywood has been influenced by Western music.
Exactly.
We used to listen to Bollywood when those days they were using instruments like tabla, harmonium, you
Hmm.
know, and slowly it got a shift to keyboards,
Hmm.
guitar,
Hmm.
you know, organ, piano,
Hmm.
drums. Instead of tabla, drums came in.
Hmm.
So slowly there was a makeshift of the music.
All right.
So now, because of Bollywood becoming popular,
Hmm.
Western has taken a slight backseat.
True.
Now, if you play somewhere, if you sing two, three Western songs, you'll obviously get one call from the crowd that we want Bollywood.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
for a band like us, we are a commercial band.
Hmm.
And as we also do cover songs,
Hmm.
we, in order to get the crowd, we have to do
Right. Yes.
those songs too. It's
Hmm.
it all depends on how you get the crowd going.
Correct.
So
So do you?
now coming back to Roshni, coming back to, you know, if anyone asks me how successful were
Hmm.
you in
Hmm.
tonight's show,
Right.
it should only take you about 2 to 3 songs to get the grip of the crowd.
Uh, yes.
That's how you can judge that
Hmm.
I've been able to take the crowd.
Hmm.
So for a
You
band like
have
us,
been, of
yeah,
course.
y-
Hmm.
you know, you should be able to, take the crowd within just 2, 3 numbers at the
True.
beginning.
Hmm.
After that, whatever you throw, the crowd doesn't mind. And
Right.
nowadays, it's not like earlier days. Nowadays, people
Hmm.
don't sit and listen; they want to dance.
Dance. Yes.
So
Hmm.
dancing has become a big part of the audience.
Yes.
So whenever we do concerts like that, we make sure that we have some subtle numbers.
Hmm.
But the end line is that we have to keep it in a high. We stop the
Hmm.
music at the highest level.
True. Hmm.
So
So,
basically, these are the things we do. And yes, every show, whether it's a small show
hmm.
or a big show, we jam before the show.
Hmm. Hmm.
We dedicatedly jam for about 4 5 hours.
True.
No matter whether we are playing the same songs which have we've been playing for maybe donkey's years,
Hmm.
then also we brush it up. And because
Yes.
of that brushing up, I think
Hmm.
we are still being called by the people
Yes.
to perform.
Absolutely.
So the dedication, the effort
Hmm.
has to be there for everyone. Whether
Right.
he's a new singer, he's an old singer, whether he's known everywhere,
Hmm.
it's the same story for everyone.
Right. So basically, you have to, I mean, even though music is something which heals, and, music is, the next, it's all about how you feel when you're listening to music.
That's
And
right.
people wouldn't mind listening to a repeat mode as well, right? And I
Absolutely.
think when you are actually interacting with the crowd, you there is some kind of connection that you develop as well. And uh, I mean, I've seen it all. Okay, I've seen your program also. I've seen some of your best programs
Yeah,
recently.
Rashmi, actually, when you're on stage,
Hmm.
when the lights are on your body,
Hmm.
and
Do
I
you
don't
need
know,
a
I don't think I'll be able to, I don't
explain
think
it?
I'll be able to tell you what I feel.
Right.
That energy
Huh.
comes from nowhere.
Nowhere. Huh.
And
So
once the
do
lights
you
are
feel
on,
like, the crowd? Do you feel when you're performing, for example, do you really feel like, okay, I am just going to talking and make people feel better? I mean, I mean, is there some kind of set rules that you keep, or it just goes automatically?
see, it's very difficult to judge a crowd.
Hmm.
Some days what happens, like when you're on stage, you see the crowd sitting in front of you. You feel
Hmm.
that this crowd is very sober.
Hmm.
Then you start this. It's your intuition, okay? Then you
Okay.
start the show with subtle music,
Hmm.
soulful music, slow music.
Hmm.
But you might be wrong. You might be
Agreed.
wrong. Your
Hmm.
judgment might be wrong. So that's why I'm telling. No, I'm coming back to my earlier discussion. Is that
Hmm.
you have to get them within next 2 3 songs.
Yes.
So what we
Hmm.
do is like we try to push in slow songs, we try to push in dancing songs, we try to push in very tappy music. You
Hmm.
know, that's where we get to know what kind of a crowd is sitting in front of you.
Hmm.
So once you get the grip, there's no stopping behind. And people keep on asking me that while I talk, you must have noticed that while I talk, I've got a tenor voice.
Yes.
I've got a deep voice.
Hmm.
But when I sing,
Hmm.
I can sing very high.
I agree.
Looking at my face and my stature,
Hmm.
it's very difficult to think that this guy can sing like this. That kind of a compliment I keep getting. But I think it's God's gift. God
Hmm.
has given me that power and that kind of high pitch, so
Hmm.
that I can sing different kind of genres. And
Yes.
I keep training myself. I'm not a very classically trained singer.
Hmm.
I've learned through hard work. I'm not at all a trained singer. I've been
Okay.
singing for quite some time. God has
Hmm.
given me one great thing is my ears,
Hmm.
and I do listen to a lot of music, all genre. I listen to Bangla music. I listen to any form of music. Now, why I'm telling you this is that uh, Now we were talking about music heals.
Hmm.
I like to definitely take the name of Lata Mangeshkar.
Right.
When we were in turmoil, when there was a partition between Pakistan and India,
Hmm.
that time our first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru,
Hmm.
he had called in for a speech to the entire nation.
Hmm.
And that's where Lataji sang one of the most beautiful songs
Hmm.
of hers, "E Watan Ki Logo." And that song was a healer for a lot of people. So in those days, I'm talking about this must be in sometime in 1950, post independence. And that song really united the people who stayed in India because this was after partition. So music for us as musicians can do wonders. Now, when I come back to Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, the songs which he has penned down and sung for the cause of mankind and humanity, we are still at it. We have not found any other better songs than songs of Dr. Bhupen Hazarika. Manuhe Manohar Babe. It way back it was talking about the realities of life. So I still believe in that reality. Aru maybe I keep following Bhupenda. I keep following Jointo Hazarika. Jointo Hazarika was the one who influenced me. Now let me tell you one thing: is that I stopped listening to Homia music when we lost Jointo Hazarika. I completely switched off Homia songs because I was a big fan of Jointo Hazarika. I stopped listening to Hindi music for a while when we all lost Kishore Kumar. I was a biggest fan of Kishore Kumar. Used to know each and every song of Kishore Kumar. So these were the influencers for me, and the style this singing was really something which I was always looking forward to. Very few people can sing that way, be it Joyanta Hazarika, be it Kishore Kumar. I'm not saying that the others are bad, but these two personalities stood out, and till today, I'm big fan of these two singers. Maybe Ohomia, Western influence, Anna Ohomia Ganot is the one and only Joyanta Hazarika. And we were so lucky to listen to his songs that he brought in so many foreign instruments like mandola, then banjo. He had brought in even clarinets, so many different form of instruments he brought into Ohomia music. So that's one thing which will carry on. Now, when I come back to Bihu, uh, uh, as you have given me a forum to speak today, I'd like to tell you one thing that our Bihu should have become international by now. We all talk about Bihu all the time. Nowadays, wherever you go, if you play anywhere in Assam, you have to sing a Bihu song. But unfortunately, Bihu is getting stuck to only Assam and India, parts of India, not beyond. Now, songs like that Sri Lankan song, which that little girl sang, we don't know anything about what she's trying to sing. We don't know the language, but the kind of innocence in that song has taken the world. So why can't we make Bihu popular in the entire world? And my thought process is something different, which I want to tell everyone today is that why can't we make a Bihu song which will be sung by some of the biggest star singers of India from different states. Basis Bihu, they will try to sing in their own languages. That's one thing. And if I want to put that into a different platform and I want to take it international, why can't we have singers all over the world sing Bihu in their own languages? The base is Bihu. That's my thought process. If you want to see Bihu internationally becoming big, you have to bring in their language, which can be clubbed with our Okhomia
Right.
and make it popularized.
Hmm.
If Bhangra can be popularized all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
why can't Bihu be popularized all over the world?
Yes.
Our a lot of singers have gone abroad. They've gone
Hmm.
to USA. They've gone other places.
Hmm.
But all I can see is that they've gone to the Assamese associations,
Okay.
not beyond.
Not beyond. Right.
Now, there are big singers like Papon, Jubin,
Hmm.
fantastic singers, talented musicians,
Yes.
and the new generations.
Hmm.
Everyone's so tied up with Bihu, Bihu, Bihu all over Assam only.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Why can't we all get together and make others sing our Bihu?
Yes.
Maybe in their own language they can sing. Let the tune be the same. Let the
Hmm.
instruments be the same. Let
Hmm.
folk be the same.
Hmm.
This is my thought process. But it's
That's a
high
very
time someone
yes.
has to start. Someone
Yes.
has to start. I'm always open to it.
Hmm.
If someone is there who wants to join me,
Hmm.
tells me, Sumon, come join us, let's do it. I'm there.
Hmm.
I would love to send Bihu across the universe.
Mm-hmm. So
We are all
basically,
the time, yeah, we are all the time talking about Bihu. Bihu, Amar Bihu, out of 12 months,
hmm.
we are listening to Bihu almost about 6, 7 months.
Agreed.
But that Bihu is limited to only
Assamese people.
Assamese people.
Right. Like,
But
for
we Assamese, see, I'm just coming to another point.
right.
When I go to Hyderabad or when I go to Bangalore or when I even go to Shillong,
Hmm.
last Jan we were performing in Shillong
Hmm.
for a corporate gig. In Shillong, I have to play Punjabi. When I had gone to Hyderabad, we had to sing Punjabi song because a certain amount of audience are from Punjab. But suppose I'm in Hyderabad, I'm an Assamese. I'm not in a position to make the other singer who's not an Assamese to sing an Assamese song or a Bihu. You got my point. But as we are versatile singers, we try to satisfy everyone in the crowd. We try to pick up 2 or 3 Punjabi songs and definitely sing. So that's my thought process on it. That's my thoughts. So if we can really think about Bihu in a large scale, I feel that even Brian Adams can join us in his own style in a Bihu song. The bass is same. We want that folk element to be there. Amar juntu Bihur guntu juntu ase, এই গুণটো যাতে তাত থাকেই, it should be there. But in order to make it more popular amongst the entire world, we have to bring in some elements which will make it more interesting. Any questions?
what I was asking you is that, but how do we do that? I mean, having said this, okay, we know. I mean, basically, people here wants to hear a lot of Assamese song. Mane Ohomia ganotu, people usually like to hear Bihu only. Kintu,
Yeah,
it is
we
popular, like you said, in other parts of the country, but they do have that flair for listening to that beats. I mean, most of the time,
of
but
course
it's
see,
not going
um,
beyond. It's not going
Roshni,
beyond.
Roshni,
Hmm.
what I'm saying is that our Bihu tune is so
Hmm.
catchy, you know.
Yes, it is.
যেতিয়াই ঢোলটো বাজে, যেতিয়াই পেঁপাটো বাজে, তালখন বাজে, আমি সবে নাচিব।
Ah, okay.
We are all human.
Hmm.
Even a foreigner, even a Britisher or a American or a European,
Hmm.
once he listens to the beat of the bihu, dhol or pepa or whatever, he would also love to dance.
Right.
In order to make him dance,
Hmm.
মই তাত যদি তেওঁলোকৰ লেংগুৱেজটো সোমাই পেলাই কৰিব পাৰো,
Ah,
he'll be connected.
yes.
You need to connect. Every song, see why songs become popular, because you're in a position to connect with that song, then only it becomes popular. If you
Exactly.
don't connect with the song, that song goes to the, it takes a shelf. It doesn't stay in the pipeline, it goes into the shelf.
Hmm.
So bihu to connect koribole, we have to bring in some other element. We have so many bihu style,
Hmm.
iman styles as our bihu. But in order to make people outside of Assam listen to Bihu,
Hmm.
or not only Assam, in fact, out of India,
Hmm.
we have to also involve these people. And
Hmm.
if we can get hold of biggies of the world, while I'm coming back to one of my guru, as I'm from the Western background, one of my guru is Santana, Carlos Santana. I follow him like mad. মই সৰুৰ পৰা
Okay.
তেওঁৰ গান চান শুনো, তেওঁৰ
Ah.
গানো গাওঁ।
Oh.
মানে the kind of creations he has done.
Hmm.
He's a living legend. He has merged Spanish. He has merged so many things in his music. So if we can get hold of people like Santana and try to merge Bihu with him, I'm sure. And these people are very humble people. They
Right.
like to experiment. Music is all about experimenting.
Yes.
One cannot be so serious about music. I'm telling you.
Hmm.
Once you create a music, you
Mm-hmm.
feel that from your side, you feel that, yeah, it will hit hoboy. Moi
Oh.
hit boname ito. It may not happen.
Hmm.
It may not happen. For example, Aji Badam or Gantu,
Hmm.
that guy who was selling Badam, it was
Yeah.
his marketing gimmick.
Yes.
He wanted to sell his Badam.
Hmm.
But the kind of softness in that music, in that
Hmm.
song,
Hmm.
has taken everybody. So music is something which it can happen, it may not happen,
Hmm.
but everything boils down to how you present
Hmm.
and how you make others influenced
Right.
by your creation.
Right.
So
So,
more
Dada.
I have nothing to say about I don't say that views bad view আমি অকল বিহুতে আছো, but
Hmm.
in order to do justice into our music fraternity of
Music.
Assam,
Hmm.
I want my younger generations, I want my newcomers to go beyond
Hmm.
the horizon.
Hmm.
Let them get a bigger platform than home.
Oh, correct.
Because Roshmi, I also keep promoting a lot of young talents.
Yes, I know that.
That's in my blood. That's
Hmm.
in my blood because মোক যেনেকে মানুহবোৰে appreciate কৰিছিলে, মোক যেনেকে they had taken me forward.
Hmm.
I also want to pick up these little young stars
Hmm.
and put them on a platform. See, we have very dirt of platform. আমি যদি আজি বিহু নাপাতো, আমাৰ singers বোৰৰ গাবলৈ জাগাই নাই.
জাগা নাই, ঠিক কৈছা।
We have so many open areas.
Hmm.
We have a beautiful place called Digoli Pukhuri Par.
Yes.
That place we can make it into a very nice evening of music and maybe put in LEDs to show your
Yes.
different new destinations of Northeast or Assam through music.
Yes.
Just a 1 hour concept.
Mm.
It can happen on a Saturday evening from 5 to 7. It can happen on a Sunday evening from 5 to 7. These are under tourism department.
Okay. Yes.
People are talking about tourism.
But are we actually doing something for
Tourism can go to a next level through music.
popularizing and
Yes. See, hey, Digli Puhi part of Mojidi Aji, I take a topic of a particular chapter, maybe not on KG two hisses in ba any particular Dibru Sokwa to Elususin, but Dibru Sokwa is a eco green concept. Dibru Sokwa to the Dimoaji, Digli Puhi Parkot, Etadin, Kute to shoot Korea needs a deep more next generation to Dekao. I'm sure a lot of people have not been there. Through music, half an hour talk on Dibru Sokwa through LED presentation, followed by music. Because of the music and because of the LED presentation, people will definitely never forget about Dibru Sokwa.
so can we do something about it?
See, Roshmi, I'm telling you, we have built up so many places. We have built up a place called Sardanjali Kanand, one of the
Yes.
best looking amphitheaters. Are we
Correct.
utilizing it?
No.
It's become a lover's paradise.
Hmm.
We haven't done anything. Why can't
Hmm.
we have Sunday evening music?
Yes.
And with a topic, maybe a topic like, Anajori. Anajori can come and present themselves for half
Hmm.
an hour
Hmm.
about their works.
Yes.
What all are you doing
Right.
as Anajori?
Right.
Followed by a fantastic half an hour, 45 minutes or 1 hour of beautiful music. One
Yes.
you call in a upcoming band or a singer
Hmm.
who
Hmm.
can do a multilingual
Program.
event
Yes.
program for about an hour.
Yes.
You get the clientele, you get your job role done.
Hmm.
The guy who wanted a platform
Hmm.
of about 500 odd people, he'll get that. It's a win-win situation for everybody. See,
Yes.
everywhere you don't require big money, you require a concept.
Yes.
You have to have the will to do it.
Right.
Yate moi eta kotha ko, I wish my ministers of home, all gansan go out and bhal pal with it. Then it would have been easier for us singers to connect with them.
This concept that you're talking about, like having a half an hour show or, calling
It's
different
very
staff.
possible. It's very
Yes, it's
possible.
possible. I
Amar
think it's
Jagabur any puri ase. And see,
আমি actually দাদা এনাজৰিত তাৰমানে আমাৰ thought process is something like this. So when we are doing an art and craft, যিটো আমি webinar কৰো, our main purpose is to actually, enlighten Assam and the Northeast in, I mean, basically not অসমৰ আৰু Northeast in particular. তাকি আমাৰ যেতিয়া আমি program কেতিয়াবা কৰো নহয়, we basically try to talk in Assamese so that rural এনেটো কিমান ধৰণৰ webinar আপুনি দেখিবই বেলেগ languageত, our main focus is like যে সেই গাঁৱৰ যোন একদম কোনো এক্সেছে নাই তেহেতে কেনেকে আমাৰ পৰা কিবা শিকিব পাৰে, and this particular event program we are thinking on different lines. We want ideas so that along with energy, like apuni jodi amar logot associate hoi jai, so we can think of doing something like this,
of
calling
course,
the young generation june might not get a provision to even sing or show, kind of showcase their talent because they're just not popular. So
right.
yeah, I mean,
See,
can we
everyone see when we come back to Bihu stages and all this, people do Bihu, but they won't call the young generation. They won't call the newcomers. They'll call
Yes.
the name where
Yes.
if I bring them, they'll have followers. They'll come and see them.
Yes.
What about the younger generation? What about the newcomers? They won't get a stage there.
Hmm.
So for these kind of people, we have to have small street acts.
Mm-hmm.
Street acts hoy asolte,
Oh,
where anyone can walk in and listen to them.
yes.
And these small things make it big eventually.
Yes.
Even it becomes a win-win situation for everyone. It becomes a
Every.
win situation for the government also.
Hmm.
Who has
কিন্তু ইয়াতে
started
এটা
this?
কথা I just want to ask you, basically musicians, মানে it's a very, I do not know, people usually say singer হলে কি কেনেকে নিজকে, bread and butter, it's all about, the livelihood that we lead, right? And people, আমার নিজের parents হলেও they would not encourage us to be a sportsman or a musician. And why is that gap there? I mean, why can't we take this as a special activity আৰু ইমান popular কেনেকে কৰিব পাৰো? In the sense,
Right.
our mental block, we have a mental block. And
Yeah, আগতকে বহুতখিনি ভাল হৈছে
we
as
say,
far as
Hmm.
monetary wise and sustaining someone through
Hmm.
music.
Hmm.
Definitely it has improved than earlier days.
Yes.
But then also, for example, if there's a corporate gig
Hmm.
and আজিকালি to corporate gig busop big hotels like Taj Viventa or maybe Radisson or all the 5 stars and all those.
Hmm.
Entertainment budget is the smallest budget.
Yes.
Is the smallest budget, whereas it should have been other way around.
Absolutely.
Whole day there's a symposium where people talk, discuss about what are the plans in future and all about the corporate organization. Post symposiums, people look for entertainment just to relax, and make it more homelier.
Hmm.
They have a small kind of a evening session of music or dance or whatever.
Hmm.
But that particular budget is the smallest budget.
Right.
So when it comes to the monetary part for musicians or for the act of entertainment,
Hmm.
it is always the last thing on their mind. It's not the first one.
Yes.
First one is always uh, they always look into their brand image,
Hmm.
and brand image to kind of they have to do it in a 5-star hotel.
Hmm.
So much of money is expedited on these kind of programs.
Hmm.
তাৰে যদি at least 10% যদি এনেকুৱা street act বোৰত যদি দিলে and corporates বোৰে,
Hmm.
and with the help of the LEDs which will be fixed on that particular program in the street act, they can advertise their own products.
So we,
For them also it is a win-win situation.
right.
So it's high time now for us to think in a different way.
Hmm.
We want people to listen to newcomers, new good music, and we want the talents to get a platform.
Hmm.
But only thing is, what is happening is like except for Bihu, we don't have any other platforms.
Hmm.
Rabindra Bhuvan District Library is not working the way it used to work.
Hmm.
For us, Western music society,
Hmm.
we only have the pubs to play around. Pubs, what everyone doesn't drink,
Hmm.
so we have a limited crowd. We used to have rock concerts, open air concerts.
Yes.
Again, because of financial constraint, we are not in a position to make it big. We're not in a position to make a big show. We don't have sponsors to back us up. So these are some of the problems which really we face at large and in a big way. To organize a program, you require money, but to organize a concept,
Right.
you may not require big money.
Hmm.
And আৰু এটা কথা হয় আমাৰ, মানে we have been hounded for a long time, is
Alright.
that lokalok দিয়াতকে Bombay band টানে.
ঠিক। Hmm.
That local might be 100 times better than that Bombay band,
Yes.
But because of the Bombay Thappa,
Hmm.
the brand of Bombay,
Hmm.
our locals are discarded. So these kind of problems we keep having, like, oh, they're from Bombay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
That
if he's
name,
from Bombay or if that band is from Bombay, that doesn't mean that he might be something
exactly.
extraordinary.
Hmm.
So সেইবোৰতো আমি as musicians, as bands and all those, we are always sidetracked.
Hmm.
And Bombay band টো আনিব নোৱাৰিলেহে আমাক ল'ব।
ঠিকেই।
এইবোৰ বস্তু আছে অলপ মানে
So,
which are some of the মানে আমাৰ কাৰণে those are bad
drawback.
elements in
Yes.
our growth and development.
Hmm.
আৰু কিছুমান মানুহ আছে যোনে who would want you to perform but without any monetary benefits.
Hmm.
They'll basically tell you that I'll give you a platform.
Okay.
So few people who have already reached a certain level, they don't want a platform.
Right. Hmm.
They want both.
Hmm.
They want a place to perform and
Hmm.
also some monetary benefits.
Exactly. Otherwise, why will you, even though it
Yeah.
sounds like, okay.
So, আগৰ নিচিনা এইটো বস্তু নহয় যে I'm giving you exposure, you play
Hmm.
free of cost.
Hmm.
Nothing is free. Nothing comes
কৰেও
free.
দাদা, এনেকুৱা নহয় যে people
আছে
aren't
আছে।
doing that.
These are certain points of exploitations which are happening in the music industry.
Hmm.
আৰু কিছুমানৰ কি আছে, they are singing for fun. He might be a good singer. He might be a
Right.
good band. That band might be a very good classy band, but they don't play for money. They
Hmm.
play for passion. Those bands are very few to find.
Hmm.
Maybe one or two programs they'll do for passion. After once they get the applause from the public that they're good, we want to see them, we want to watch them. Obviously, there'll be a tag coming in behind them on their back that you pay me this, we'll play.
Hmm.
So ultimately, any kind of act, any kind of music, any kind of event,
Hmm.
it has to be a win-win situation for the organizer.
For
It has to
everybody.
be a win-win situation for the crowd who's going to come there and watch you. It
Yes.
should be a win-win situation for the entire performers.
Correct.
Then only we develop. Then only we get a growth out of music. Otherwise, again, you have told me that question. Magdita ke nidiye. Guy ki koribi.
Hmm.
Ghar keneke cholabi. How will you run your life?
Yes.
মোৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত কি আছিলে, at one point of time when I was in BCom,
Hmm.
that time I in fact, after just passing out, after just sitting for my finals in BCom, I moved to Bombay.
Hmm.
I wanted to do MBA,
Hmm.
and side by side I wanted to try myself in Bombay as a singer.
Right. Okay.
And those days in Bombay, they used to have a lot of Western shows,
Hmm.
and also they used to have operas where you act and sing.
Saying yes.
And Paul Padamsi group and
Hmm.
Talukro group to Asile. So those used to really, I was inclined for that kind of very. Because at that more scope paisulu, they wanted to do Jesus Christ Superstar,
Okay.
which was a play, musical play.
Hmm.
But audition যেতিয়া আছিলে, I had to come back to Guwahati.
Hmm.
So my audition to যাব নোৱাৰিলো. Maybe হয়তো যোৱাহেঁতেন I would have got a small এটা character হয়তো পালোহেঁতেন, because I was really working hard as far as the singing was concerned. So আৰু so এই তেনেকুৱা বস্তুবোৰ মানে কি হয়, এতিয়া বহুত youngsters, they want to take music as a career.
Yes.
But last 2 years যিটো হৈছে,
Hmm.
all from the community music fraternity has taken a back gear. Everyone's getting scared now. What's in future?
Yeah, there are reasons for that, right?
Yeah,
So, hmm,
because everything became absolute zero.
hmm,
So even biggies, the kind of money they used to charge per
right.
show,
Hmm,
there were no sponsors to sponsor them.
hmm,
So everyone's looking into different directions now.
hmm,
Hopefully, it'll come back to normalcy now,
yes.
but it'll take us some time to come back to normalcy.
Hmm,
And you know, even the big company, even the corporate world, they have also got a big beating
hmm,
in the last 2 years.
hmm,
They have to revive first,
yes.
and they have to come out with new products.
Hmm,
When a new product comes out, then only they have money to market. They have money to, you know, sponsor
yeah, right.
putting that product on the front line.
Hmm,
So সেই বস্তুবোৰত অলপ আমাৰ we have gone back. At least
gone
2 years
back.
going back means quite a long period.
Yes. So,
So
do you
slowly,
think,
hopefully, things will fall back into place.
yeah, fall back into place? And again, people who are aspiring to be singers, musicians, drummers, guitarists, they would come up again. And
Yeah, hopefully. Guwahati is slowly opening up, but
right,
people are still scared of going into masses,
right.
public. So
Mm,
it'll take some time for us.
mhm.
And for us, we as musicians, as singers, we have to keep on creating. In order to sustain ourselves, we have to keep on giving something or the other on the pipeline.
Yes.
So, and I would definitely want each and every parents to, you know, at least don't just stop anyone. Let them
Yeah.
be them.
Hmm.
If they do good in their co-curricular activities, they will definitely do in their own subjects.
Yes.
I believe in that. I was never
That's,
stopped. I was
hmm.
never stopped by my parents.
Hmm.
I always wanted to,
Pursue like
besides,
studies.
yeah, besides study, I was not a bad guy, but not a
Mhm.
bad student, but I was more into other activities like sports and music and stuff like that. So
But Radha, Ajikali, I mean, you know that if like kids are very smart nowadays, so they
they're very
know how
smart.
to handle them.
And they have basically
They are
uh,
like multitasker, you can say.
they have basically
Mhm.
imbibed multitasking as a way of life.
Yes.
You know,
And
they are good in everything nowadays,
everything, yes. So,
and they are
hmm,
very sincere. And যোনটো বস্তু ভাল পায় সেইটোৱে কৰিব তাহাঁতে,
Puribo.
যোনটো বস্তু ভাল নাপায় সেইটো নকৰে.
No,
No
correct.
matter how hard you try, they are very focused.
Hmm.
Right.
So, Dada, I mean, it was really a pleasure speaking to you. I wanted to actually play one or two songs of yours so that,
Yeah,
just go ahead and wrap up this nice little conversation that I'm having with you. I mean, I
right,
know we did start off late because of the technical glitch and other things. So,
right,
here what I would like to do is that I would not take the videos forward. I
all right,
want I want to know from you a little bit about the song Mohabahu Brahmaputra আপনি যোনটো লিখি আছে
right,
বা it is still your upcoming project. So if you
right,
can
right.
tell us a little about that project and
Yeah,
how are you connecting that to or মানে আমাৰ কাৰণে কি বেলেগ হ'ব পাৰে?
right. So let me come back to the song called Mahabahu Brahmaputra.
Ah,
And we are so lucky to have Brahmaputra as a part of our life,
yes.
both look wise and both utility wise.
Hmm.
Brahmaputra has so much to give. Its scenic beauty, And the way, if I'm not wrong, it's the only male river in India.
Yes. Right.
And it really moves like a male.
Hmm.
The kind of strength and power Brahmaputra has,
Hmm.
very few rivers have.
Hmm.
More, actually, last 2 years, I was also sitting at home. So while sitting at home, I kept on entertaining people through my Facebook. Mujibu Gana Isile, I created about 6, 7 songs.
Hmm.
And Mahabahu Brahmaputra also came out.
Hmm.
I used to play the guitar and sing. And
Hmm.
Potomata Gandute, people liked it.
Hmm.
And they were asking for more. Sumon, you're really entertaining us in these bad days. So that's how the song came out.
Hmm.
I again fall back to Dr. Bhupen Hazarika.
Hmm.
যে মহাবাহু ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰটো অসমীয়াত ভূপেন দাই গাইছিলে,
Hmm.
and it
Ekdam.
really became very popular.
Yes.
And so I was just thinking, why not make a Western song, English song on Mahabahu Brahmaputra? So that's how it came out. So that, I
Okay.
was trying to bring in tourism also connected with Mahabahu Brahmaputra. So if, like I said earlier, if I can talk in the language where people from other countries understand, and that only forum I got to know is English. So by making Mahabahu Brahmaputra in English, I have also done a very nice video of the entire place. Gote to my real shots loy, I have already completed my video for the song. Uh, Actually, I have given this song to be arranged by one of the renowned uh, Assamese music director who's settled in Atlanta. He was famous for Jalwa remix. He was a famous Bollywood music director. The son of the soil. His name is Jayanta Pathak. He's right now based in Atlanta. And like I told you, my brother is also a musician. He's a psychiatrist. He's also based in Atlanta. His name is Dr. Iman Dutta. So we three discussed and we said that let's do this song. So Jointo has recreated the song. He recreated means the entire arrangement of the song has been done by Jointo Pathak. And the song is co-produced by my brother. I have done almost 90% of the song. It is under final dubbing. The final dubbing is left out.
Okay.
We're planning to release this song very soon, maybe just before Bihu.
Okay. So we will be expecting and waiting for your new
Yeah,
songs.
this song is absolutely in English.
Okay.
It talks about what Brahmaputra is all about. And it also depicts a little bit of the battle which was fought on Brahmaputra.
Okay.
And how Brahmaputra has made our lives so beautiful.
All right.
All our lives.
Expecting and waiting to hear, Dada.
Yeah. And so my second project is a song called Hunnata.
Huh.
Last 2 years, we all became zero.
Okay.
So it's about all of a sudden we have become zero,
Huh.
and nobody could look beyond. So this song is about the emptiness which happened last 2 years, and
All
also
right.
about it also goes into the humanity factor.
Hmm.
So in this kind of situation, only humanity prevails,
Hmm.
and through humanity only we will be able to heal up all the lives.
Hmm.
Nothing else.
Absolutely.
So this song is called Hunnata. This is
Okay.
again, I told you, my songs are assless.
Huh.
So Ohomia English mix.
mix
গানটো।
আছে হ্যাঁ
Yeah. So
so
looking forward to this two songs, and hopefully end of March we should be able to release both the songs.
yes, and we are also hopeful that we will be able to hear and it becomes a big hit for you. And having said all this, I mean, we have really, I mean, covered a lot of topics today, and I'm extremely glad that I could actually be part of you, knowing about you and listening all about you. So, Janu, apnaru all of time or constraint ase. So what we're going to
Right.
do is that we are going to end this, and Dada, we would be inviting you once again,
All right.
and we would try to cover up some other part of things that we want to from Anajuri. We want maybe we
I
can work.
want I want I want Anajari team to start off the street acts, the street
Mhm,
music,
mhm,
and through that street music, I'm sure
mm.
you'll be able to overcome your objectives.
Yes, and maybe we would like to we would like to help you to help us. We would like you
Sure,
to
I'm
help.
always there. I'm
Yes,
always there for Assam. I'm always there for India,
yes.
and I'll definitely help whichever way I can. For me, for me, for me, I believe in helping hands.
Yes, of course. And we also, though we are small, we are growing and we really want to do something for Assam. And Ohomia Jatiটোৰ কাৰণে মানে Indian culture as his culture আমি কি কৰিব পাৰো মানে in what ways আৰু even
Right,
if you go to see we are lagging behind in a lot of things though we are of course growing but still we lag behind in a lot of things in spite of the fact that we have the biggest and the largest tea gardens we have the মানে tourism industryও আমি ইমান পপুলাৰাইজ কৰিব পৰা নাই যিমান আমি কৰিব
right,
লাগিছে
right, right,
ব্ৰিটিছাৰ্ছ বিলাক abroadৰ পৰা মানুহ বেছি আহে কিন্তু
right.
ইয়াৰ তাৰ নৰ্থ ইষ্টৰ বেছি স্কোপটো কম মানে in terms of tourism and even
Yeah,
musicians.
as far as tourism is concerned,
Hmm.
uh, uh, for me, everyone is a tourist.
Yes, that
It
is
not
true.
naturally mean white skin.
Hmm.
Everyone is a tourist. Whoever doesn't reside in this part of the country.
Hmm.
So we have to branch out like that. We have to be open. Our arms should be wide open for anyone who doesn't stay in this place. And
Hmm.
for each and everyone, the
Hmm.
message is simple. You
Hmm.
all are tourists for us,
Hmm.
and we are very homely.
Yes,
Come and
and
stay
you're
with us.
invited.
Yes.
আৰু
Come
তাৰ
and stay.
লগত we can add up to shows or kind of gigs and
Absolutely, absolutely. I only, through this, I would
Hmm.
always want the government to think
Hmm.
differently as far as music is concerned.
Right.
Now they have opened up Brahmaputra Heritage, such a
Hmm.
lovely setup which have been done.
Yes. Yes.
Every evening there should be something or the other so that it attracts people.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, everything will go in vain. There
True.
has to be some kind of act, maybe drama, maybe one act play, maybe music, maybe
Hmm.
folk, culture,
Hmm.
whatever.
Hmm.
You know, you- when people get to know that there's something happening,
Hmm.
you'll definitely get crowd coming in.
Yes.
So my only request to the government is
Hmm.
that please do small programs in all these beautiful places like Nehru Park,
Hmm.
Digli Park,
Hmm.
uh, Shraddhanjali Kanan,
Hmm. Huh.
and Brahmaputra Heritage.
Hmm.
You know, so that these are all in the heart of the city, and
Yes.
getting in crowd coming to that place is not at all difficult. Not
Yes.
at all difficult. Only you have to market it a little bit.
Yes. And we have the Kamakha temple.
Yeah,
So
we have all those places, and like we were talking about music. Music definitely pulls in a lot of people,
a lot of
big
people.
crowd, lot of
Yes.
crowd. And when you start off, you have to think big.
Hmm.
People from outside of Assam should feel that I have to go to Brahmaputra Heritage to perform.
Yes.
That's how
Hmm.
you have to. I have to go to, bands from maybe Bombay
Hmm.
should think this way that Sandranali Kanan is a place where I want to go and perform.
Agreed.
If we think that way, then only things will happen. Otherwise, it won't happen.
Yes. Let's hope for the best, Dada,
Sure.
so that people do have, or the vision that we are thinking of, that
Yeah.
comes out true, and in the coming generation or in the coming years we would see a change in this, that is the blockage that we have.
Right.
And having said all these things, I would like to once again, মানে আমি এতিয়া wrap up কৰিম. So once again, from Anajari side, Rashmi here, just want to say that I'm really grateful for you to have, taken out time in spite of a 40 minutes delay. You have taken out time and just be a part of our that is show today, and I want to thank you once again, and thank you for being there.
All right. Thank you very much. And my best wishes to Anazuri and team. Special
Yes,
thanks to Rashmi for hooking me in. And it was really a pleasure.
it
I
was a
hope
pleasure.
I didn't speak very loud.
No,
Whatever
no.
was on my mind, I had, basically tried to tell everyone. And I always believe in humanity,
Hmm.
and through a lot of helping hands, I'm
Hmm.
sure we can do wonders.
Yes, yes. So Dada, once again, have a
Thank you.
nice day,
Thank you
and
very
I'm
much.
signing off now. All right.
Thank you very much. All the best.
All
God
right.
bless you all.
Yes, you too. Sabina.
Hello. Raju, phone করে আসলে কা হ্যাঁ হুম নাইন আগৰ 21117 আছিল নহয় লাষ্টৰটো নহয় এতিয়া 97060 পাছৰখিনি একে 21117 লিখিলো মই চাই পেলাই তোক কৈ আছো এক মিনিটৰ তাৰ এতিয়া 97060 21117 7 uh, তাৰ ইটো আছে 98640 আছে মই পিছে এইটোতে মাৰো তাক আজিকালি হে তাৰ তাকটো লগ নাপাওঁ তাৰ ফোনতে কথা পাতো মানে সি যেতিয়া ফ্ৰী হয় তেতিয়াহে লগ পাওঁ আৰু নহলে নাপাওঁ তাৰ ঘটনাবোৰ তেনেকুৱাই আৰু তাহাঁতৰ প্ৰটকল এটা আছেতো সেইকাৰণে প্ৰটকলটো মেইনটেইন কৰিব লাগে আৰু আৰু এনেও মানে চিকিউৰিটি চব আহি যায়তো তাকে পুৰা পুৰা ঠিক এই মোৰ এটা ৱেবিনাৰ চলি আছে চ' সেইকাৰণে তোৰ এইটো আহি আছে মই সেইকাৰণে অফ কৰি আছো তো চলো অলৰাইট Oh, shit. Good evening. এই মোক ফোন কৰিছিলে তাহাঁতৰ এপ্ৰুভেলটো আহি গ'ল হা এম্বুলেন্সৰ এতিয়া কালি এলয় পিঅ'টো দি দিব তাক তুমি সাবসিকুৱেন্টলি তুমি চাগে পাবা অৰ্ডাৰটো আৰু ইটো কথা মেইল কালি শ্বুট কৰিব তোমাক ক'লে হা হেৰি এনকুৱাৰী তোমাক দুটালে দিব এতিয়ালৈকে 3টা পাৰ্টি হৈছে হা এই জি আছে আৰু তোমাক দুটা আছে বুজিছো গম পাইছো কিন্তু মানে মেইন কথা এনেকুৱা তাহাঁতে বিচাৰিছে আৰু